Now, it can be really tempting when we're using the noting technique. I may have mentioned it yesterday that we almost use it as a way of giving ourselves a hard time. It's as though we realize the mind has wandered and we're kind of almost frustrated with that. We have an idea, perhaps, that there's a certain framework and that any kind of thinking outside of that framework is somehow wrong. But as long as we have that as an idea, then not only is the practice going to feel very, very frustrating, but it's also going to be very limited. Ultimately, the framework is as big as we choose to make it. So we can allow the mind some space. We don't need to focus too hard. It's okay for the mind to wander. In fact, we can even change the emphasis of the practice rather than thinking about it in terms of, okay, I must focus on the breath the whole time. Instead, be more interested in how you relate to the mind wandering off. That's just as important. So you see the mind wandering. Can you pause for long enough just to acknowledge the nature of the distraction? Not to think about it, not to judge it in any way, just to let it go and then gently come back to the breath again. Right now, though, make sure that you're sitting comfortably, that you're not going to be disturbed in any way. Eyes open, soft focus. And when you're ready, just starting with some big deep breaths. And with the next out breath, closing the eyes, feeling the weight of the body press down, that contact against the seat on the floor beneath you. And just settling back into the space around you. Noticing any sounds. And just bringing the attention back to the body. Noticing the feeling in the body right now. Each day coming to it fresh. Noticing if there's a sense of stillness or restlessness anywhere in the body as you scan down from head to toe. And just shifting that focus to the breath now. To begin with, just noticing where in the body you feel that movement. And just starting to notice the rhythm of the breath. Again, allow the mind lots of space. It needs to think, just let it think, just gently placing your attention on the breath. Just noticing how each breath is different from the last. And just starting to count the breaths now, just to help maintain that gentle focus. Again, just as interested in how you respond to any kind of distraction in the mind. And also not trying to note every single thought and feeling. You only need to use the noting when the mind's completely distracted, lost in thought. The moment you wake up, you realize, just gently noting, coming back to the breath again. So remembering that idea, when you note, just pausing, acknowledging, letting it go, and coming back to the breath. And now just letting go that focus on the breath. Letting go of any distraction. And just for a few moments, just allowing the mind to do whatever it wants to do. And then bringing the attention back to the body again. Just re-establishing that feeling of contact between the body and the seat or the floor beneath you. feeling the weight of the arms, the legs, the hands, the feet, and just starting to become more aware of the sounds and the space around you. You can open your eyes in your own time, have a stretch if you need to. But before you move on with your day, just putting in the intention to carry this with you. Perhaps just finding 1 or 2 times throughout the day when you realize you're distracted and being able to just gently note it as, oh yeah, thinking, well, yeah, feeling, and coming back to whatever you're doing at the time. And if you've noticed in the last few days any areas, any patterns where you are particularly restless, where you can actually change the behavior in some way, it might be, maybe it's going to bed a little bit earlier, maybe it's reducing your caffeine content, or maybe it's getting some exercise. If there are areas of your life that you can make practical changes in, then obviously that's going to make this exercise even easier as we go through the rest of these 10 days. But I'll leave it there for now. I look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow for day 4